Applying amendments to the bill in Scotland. This is a demonstration on what the interface for a new drafting and amending tool could look like. It demos what functionality and key concepts will be included as part of applying amendments to a bill. Only Parliament clerks will be able to apply amendments to the official copy of the bill, although they will be able to share read-only copies with the PCO for checking. All users will be able to preview amendments applied to a bill, which is part of separate functionality demoed in the Drafting and Managing Amendments screencast. These wireframes follow a hypothetical business scenario to demonstrate the flexibility this tool needs to address and also the different bits of functionality that are required. The journey begins at stage 2. In this scenario, the Parliament clerk has received some printing points from the PCO, which they want to action immediately. To start, they would navigate to the Bill tab and select Prepare Proof against the relevant stage. This will create a new proof, in this case using the latest published version of the bill. The user will select a status that is applicable. This will be selectable from a list of statuses which was maintained by an administrator within the Scottish Parliament. In this scenario, I will select As Amended at stage 2. The system will load the Bill Editor window, with the main structure available in the menu on the left. The first section will appear in the editor window in the middle, and all related metadata will appear in the menu bar on the right. The header lets the user know that this is the Alcohol Minimum Pricing Scotland bill, which is currently at stage 2. Actions available on this page include Export, where the user can specify to generate a PDF output of the bill or a part of the bill, showing the effect of the applied amendments. Share, where the user can share a read-only copy with another team or individual. Save and close proof, which will close the editor window, saving all changes that the user has made. The system will auto-save regularly as well. Printing points, which are minor changes which do not change the meaning of the bill, can be applied directly. In these wireframes, we have made it so that print changes can either be viewed as track changes or not. Once they have saved the print changes, the system will create a new version of the bill under stage 2, with the title As Amended at stage 2. If the user would like to share this version with the PCO to demonstrate that the printing changes have been incorporated, they would use the action drop-down against this version. They can specify the team and/or individual they would like to share the version with and select Share Now. This version will now appear in the Bill tab for the specified team or individual. In this next scenario, we are assuming that a sitting has occurred and there were some new amendments agreed to. These would have been recorded using functionality on the Record Decision tab. As soon as there are new amendments with the decision agreed to recorded against them, a notification will appear to let the Parliament clerk know. We envisage this notification will be a badge appearing on the relevant project on the dashboard. Here we can see there is also a notification on the Bill tab. The user will need to check out and edit the bill using the action drop-down. The Bill Editor opens again, but this time there is a message in the header informing the user there are 5 new amendments agreed to which are ready to apply. They will only be applied when the user specifies it is okay to do so. Once the system has finished automatically applying the amendments, the user has the choice of viewing the amendments in the bill, or they can simply close the menu. If the user would like to see the amendments in the bill, the system would update the right-hand menu under View and Manage Changes. The system will list the recently added amendments and allow the users to also use the next and previous buttons to view them one by one in the context of the bill. The user can choose to view the amendments in track change format or with no track changes. Further thought will be necessary to handle the situation where the user needs to change the inline amendments slightly. For example, if there are a bunch of amendments back-to-back in a list and the punctuation needed updating to reflect this. Assuming in this instance the applied amendments were okay, the user can save and close the proof, and the system will save the latest updates. In this next scenario, the user would like to see what effect other amendments would have on the bill before they have been voted on. To do this, they would open up the Manage Changes option in the right-hand menu. They would select Amendments with no outcome. The system will load any published amendments that do not currently have an outcome, allowing the user to select which ones they want to view in this version of the bill. They can optionally filter the amendments by member, if that makes it easier. Once they have selected the amendments they are interested in, they can click the button Apply to Proof. When the system has finished inserting the amendments, the user can decide whether to view them or close the message without viewing the amendments. In this case, I've selected View Amendments in the bill. Again, the system will list the recently added amendments and allow the users to use the Next and Previous buttons to view them one by one in the context of the bill. The users can choose to view the amendments in track change format or with no track changes. There is an option in the right-hand menu under Manage Changes to select and remove any amendments if they no longer wish to see them applied to the bill. Once they have finished making changes, they can save and close the bill. In this next scenario, we will assume that one of the amendments applied before an outcome had been recorded had not been agreed to in a subsequent committee. The system will present an alert to the user, which will be visible on the dashboard, on the bill landing page, and also when they open up the bill to edit, as we can see here. There is one amendment not moved. The user will need to remove this amendment if they want to use this version of the bill as amended in Stage 2. They can click on Remove Amendment button and the system will automatically remove that amendment. Once the user is happy with the version of the bill, and assuming that it had gone through the rigorous review rounds, they will be ready to publish it, making it available to the public. They are able to publish the bill from the bill landing page by selecting the Action drop-down and selecting Publish. Publishing the bill will make it read-only, so the user must confirm that they understand this before clicking Confirm and Publish. The user returns to the bill landing page with the version of the bill being updated to Published. Now this version of the bill will be available in read-only format to any user of the system. This is the end of the demonstration on what the functionality and user interface for applying amendments to the bills could look like.